y'all. We're in Miami. We finally made it to family and friends and are getting a chance to take a little break, rest, and get ourselves ready to get back to Dallas. As we speak, the motorhome is getting repaired again, and we're excited to know that it should be finalized in the next week. Quick testimony. So, if for those of you who know Miami, this gentleman came up to me at the beach and was like, "Were you at Space last night?" I thought that was funny. Got to explain to him who I was, where I come from, my background, and got to see this beautiful man rededicate his life to the Lord. And he's actually from El Paso, so Antonio, if you watch this at some point, bless you, brother. It was really cool to be able to minister to him and to share the gospel with him so that he can truly follow the Lord and have this first love for the Lord in his heart. So we're excited to show you more of Florida.
Hey guys, we have news.
News.
We're separating.
Wow.
For the first time in a long time, we're taking our separate ways, and Derek's going with his mom and I'm staying with mine. And so we'll bring you along for the day. I'm gonna go get a workout. And this beautiful man is off to go hang out with his mom.
See you soon. We interrupt all of our news to show you Squatty.
So I got to do a little jog to get here to the park to do my workout. And as I was walking through, I was thinking about the Lord's sovereignty. I walked by all these places in which I had been before Christ. And the things that I was doing, for those of you that don't know my testimony, I got saved at a really crazy life here in Miami. And I'm in the same hometown that I grew up. So I'm walking through all these places and I'm just thanking the Lord, because even before I was running with him, he was taking care of me. He was looking out for me. He was very aware of the things that I would need, and the fact that I would walk by like 5-6 years later and look at these places and be able to bless them and thank the Lord that he never left me. And it's like such a different lifetime. Like, I look back to those moments and I can't even imagine like who I was or what I was thinking because of all the work he's done. But he's such a redeeming God. I'm walking by and able to see like, wow, he was there all along and he used it all for my good. I think my encouragement to you today is as simple as follow him, and you'll see his mighty hand lead you to beautiful places, and you'll see him redeem times that you thought were broken and relationships that you thought were gone. Then he'll make them godly and he'll make them great. As long as you're just humbled and submitted before God, he'll use everything for your good. He's such a good father. So I'm gonna run back home now because it's hot and it's Miami heat and I'm a little burnt from the beach, but I wanted to catch you guys up on what the Lord was speaking to my heart, because there's a comfort in knowing that he knows exactly what's happening and how he's gonna use it. So while in Miami, we do Miami things. We just got some things to fix up my hair that is very grown out and hanging out with mom. And then we're gonna do more things and then have lunch, healthy lunch. Being in Miami for us is a little different. Part of this missionary living is I'm having my mom do my hair. But right now we are getting this hair darker so we don't have to redo it all the time.
All right, so I don't know for sure if you've even seen this house, but this is my mom's house. It's been super helpful from all of my transitions to have a home to come to, even if it's a couch to sleep on. I'm gonna spend some time here emptying out some much needed items and spending some time with mom. So when I left Texas, I was able to condense a studio apartment into everything that you see right there. So I'm gonna go through it, see what we can get rid of, see what we can throw out. After a few hours of all of this cleaning, I have been able to get a pretty sizable dent. I didn't show you how big the box we just threw out. Now I'm just gonna go through some paperwork and see if I can eliminate a lot of paperwork. This is the remnant. It's nice full trash bag. Okay, we're about to head out, meet back up with Ivanna and Caroline. I'll be taking that little luggage back to Dallas.
Our husband died. We had dinner with our moms, and now we are on our group home. No. Hey guys, we're making arepas. My mom doesn't want to be in the video, but this is the ultimate Venezuelan dinner.
Mother my daughter.
In good order, you guys eat first. Reina pepiada. They're ready. Reina pepiada, arepas, and you got something kind of ice. You ready? You hungry? Let's eat. Full bellies, full hearts. We've had a long day.
In a second.
No ice cream. We had a long day and now we're going to bed. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good morning, guys. We're gonna go get our workout on. Derek's having a little bit of coffee. And I've had 3 sips of a smoothie. Okay.
We gotta kill the smoothie.
Little outdoor workout. We've been working out every day, which has been so good for me. One of the biggest things for me has been able to find routine wherever we go, so that I'm continuing to do the things that the Lord has asked me to do, even when we're in different places. Okay guys, so we got back from working out and we've just been getting our life in order. And now I'm about to do my makeup while I tell you a really cool story. But first, sunscreen, because Florida and we're trying to keep our face doing good. So, what happened yesterday, we went to Costco. And I lived in Miami growing up, and so I went here middle school, high school, college, and then I was here for a little bit and then I moved. And during that time, I obviously met a lot of people. But to be honest, I haven't kept in touch with all of them, which sometimes makes me a little sad, but I'm also like, we live in a different state, we're traveling all the time, it's a little hard. But yesterday we went to Costco, we were getting food for a family reunion that we were having. And as I'm walking through the aisles, I happen to recognize someone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no way. And my friend turns around from middle school and he goes, Ivanna. And I'm like, oh, what is this? Like, I'm just not used to running into people from that far back. It's hard for me to do my makeup and talk to you guys, but we're gonna do it. And so when I finally realize that it's him and we start talking, he tells me that he had been in an accident, and from that accident he met the Lord. But before he tells me that, I see that he had been in an accident. So like, I asked him what happened, and he tells me, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't know. And I was like, hey, I'm a believer of Jesus. I would love to pray for you. And he's like, you believe in Jesus? I believe in Jesus. I met him when I was in the car crash, and like, I'm his disciple. And I was in so much shock. Like, I've known this guy since middle school. I didn't know the Lord back then, and neither did he, but I saw how the Lord was meeting people that I went to school with, people that I had no clue they knew the Lord. And it was such a sweet encounter to get to pray for him and meet his mom, introduce him to Derek, tell them what we're doing, and connect Derek and him so he could have some male community, even if it's online, and just to hear that the Lord has redeemed his life completely. I think I've alluded to this a couple times, but being here in Florida, especially in my mom's house, reminds me a lot about my past and who I was. And now, hi babe.
I'm sorry.
You can come in. And now I'm getting to see how the Lord is really working all things, even while I'm not here, that I'm being surprised by my friends from forever being saved. And so I think it was so kind of the Lord, because we weren't going to go to Costco at that time. We were actually doing other things. It seemed to be really inconvenient, but it was so the Lord to give me a divine encounter so that I could see how he's moving, even in the life of those that I had no clue and I had no way of reaching to even share the gospel with, but he's so faithful. And so we got to do that yesterday. Where are you, babe? We got to do that yesterday, and it was just a really beautiful moment for me. I think being with family and being here and being intentional about our time and understanding that we're both here to rest and share the gospel and pray and be aware has really, really made a difference. So it's been a beautiful trip, and I'm hoping to see more of those surprises and just be able to continue doing that.
We're on our way to TJ Maxx
to look for clothes, because we didn't bring any clothes for Florida weather.
Thus, bringing up a really important topic for those of you who like to travel. What does it look like to travel out of one bag? Part one is Derek and I share a lot of clothes because I'm dressed with a lot of oversized clothes. So that shirt is actually mine, but we share it. And so we're okay sharing clothes. So we'd say that this is a pro. If you can find clothes that you and your spouse can wear together, it saves you guys space, because then you guys can each take turns wearing clothes. So that's pro tip number 1. First
Con is you have to do a lot of laundry, and that
very often.
Yeah, a lot of it, because we just wear everything. And sometimes you want to wear it in it's dirty.
That's real.
We'll tell you one more con. A lot of the times you're gonna have to make a run or borrow some clothes because you're not ready for Miami weather, because it was cold and then it was hot, or it starts snowing in Dallas while you're there for a day. So it takes a lot of preparing. Also, Derek found pickleball. We have a set in Dallas, never mind. Okay, one last pro and con to living out of a suitcase. Pro is you have the things that you really like and not things that you haven't worn in a long time.
Yeah. We said the con about temperature change.
Yeah.
What's another con?
A con for me is I don't have, like, I have to capsulate my wardrobe for seasons, and so some things are in storage.
I think a con also is shoes. You know, you might want to go do something adventurous, but hiking shoes are super heavy.
So we left them in our motorhome.
Yeah, and then also how you travel. So like, you have to really take into consideration the airlines that you're using, because if it's Spirit, you know, you pay an extra $7,000 for a carry-on and a checked bag.
Yeah.
So you really have to decide, like you said, what's important and what's not, because you might not be able to carry everything. And I think that's also a pretty big con. We've had to leave clothes behind.
Where?
Like, we left clothes in Texas so that we had space.
Of course, we're always gonna have to leave stuff behind. But we do get asked a lot how we live minimalistically, because we live out of a suitcase.
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Night, guys. Hey, look at that. Oh! Turn your chair. Ow! Oh my god. Okay, guys, we're a couple podcasts in. Like 2, and we're about to film the 3rd one. If you guys have any setup ideas or ways to help us out as to how you like to watch it, let us know down below in the comments so we can see. Good morning from sunny Miami. We're about to go to church. Say hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I knew I was gonna do that. So the past couple of days have been very relaxing. I actually went to work with my mom and got to do some makeup and just spend time with family. But today we're about to see a lot of family, so we'll introduce you guys to everybody. Good morning, guys. I'm so tired. My grandma's calling because we're gonna see her today. Also, the air doesn't work in my mom's house, so we're living like we're in Puerto Rico. And Derek thinks he has sun poisoning. Saluda al vlog, mamá. Di hola. Hola chicos, estamos aquí en Just Nutrition Weston con la familia más bella de todos. Acabamos de probar un té de colágeno demasiado rico y un cocosete que es absolutamente lo mejor. A mi abuela le gustó. ¿Te gustó? ¿A abuela? Sí. Ah. And now for the English speakers, we're at Just Nutrition Weston. If you're in Weston, come check it out. It's awesome. And this little tiny one is going all the way back to Australia.
Baby Armando said the eagle has landed.
Yes!
Hi vlog! Update. Our new video is out. I hope you watched it. It's a great podcast. We're still in Miami and we're about to head to West Palm in a few days to go see some friends. You might remember them from other vlogs. And we're working out right now. That's what we do, baby.
One burpee, go, fast, go. Drop and do a burpee. Do a burpee.
Burpee.